Hi there, sign of Leo. This is Kim here to do your reading for you guys, and this reading is going to be another next 48-hour reading. Hope you're doing really good. Thanks for liking, sharing, subscribing, and thank you for those who have gotten private readings. So let's begin. Using the energy oracle, asking that your spirit guides and your angels join us for the sign of Leo. We're going to get messages for Leo from the energy oracle, and then, whoa, no, please not all those. That's a lot. Sometimes the message is stronger with just one or two cards, I have found. Okay, connecting to your heart space. Something really taking a while, isn't it? Okay, understanding that this is part of the message. Again, the message to be more discerning. There you go. Again, the message to be very more discerning than you have been. Okay. Okay, so there is your card. Being confident, feeling like you're being authentically you, like no matter what that looks like, no matter what stage that is, no matter what anybody else thinks, authentically you is exactly how you're supposed to be. That's your strong state. That's when you have confidence, self-esteem is up and everything like that, because things are going pretty good. And if they're not, it's the confidence and the ability to know that you can overcome all of your problems, all of your obstacles. There's always, where there's a will, there's a way, and there's will here. So your own energy. So the message is mainly about being authentic, being true to you. And, you know, the lion on that card looks kind of curious. Like, I'm going to look into something. I'm going to check something out. And keep your defenses up while you check something out. Something about don't let your defenses down. Not in a scary way, though. Not in a scary way, because you're the lion. The maiden. This could be like a younger, youthful energy, maybe representing the teens in the early 20s, possibly, or younger than that. The maiden is like a very young, youthful energy that's willing to try out new experiences, knowing that some of these experiences that we don't know of might be scary times. Some of them might not all turn out right. That's just how the adventure is. This energy is willing to give something a try. And I think that's the main message, is be willing to give something a try here. And the cave. These are possibly darker times that are connected with your own shadow self. So that's why I think it's a cave, is because you'd be exploring something that has a limit, has a border. So it's like it's yours. You should own these shadows, whatever these shadows are about. Also, the cave can be, you know, like the vena cava and the aorta and like the chambers of the heart and stuff like that, the ventricle, atrium. Like it does, it's reminding me of all that stuff too. I don't know why, but I'm getting that also. All you need is one match. All you need is one match. And then there's the Lovers card. So this could indicate you really turning into this swan, which is great. Appearing very beautiful inside and outside. Very creative with authentically you. You know, that kind of orangey color is on the lion, and orange is, you know, your creativity and things like that, things associated with it. So that's what I've got for your oracle cards to start off. This might be talking about Gemini, or like I said, crossroads. We're talking about a crossroads too. So let's go ahead and pull your reading. I'm pulling from the Tarot of Oppositions today. So I think this is like, put on your backpack. We're going on a new adventure. This adventure is going to be parts of you that weren't lit up before that you're going to light up. And therefore they won't be so dark anymore. They will be explored. They will be lit up areas in our caves. "32" is the number that's associated with it. So it's possibly 5. So that might be some change that comes. Like, of course, there's going to be change and transformation. It may be like transforming. Like once you take an adventure and defeat your shadowy sides, confront them head on, shine your light. Imagine lighting your match, even if it's just one in a cave, it lights up the whole place. And then the Lover's energy here is just really good decisions, making really good decisions, transmuting that what was shadowy energy into something that's known, and therefore it's not as scary anymore. And be very creative while you do it. It's feeling like the Page of Pentacles energy, or any page actually, with that Maiden, maybe even Page of Wands. All right. Bottom of the deck for Leo, 8 of Cups. 8 of Cups. And it's like you're dropping the key on the ground wherever you're leaving. You're going, and you know that you have some obstacles. You have some mountains that are pretty high, right? You still have some mountains that are pretty high here. This is either regarding a time where you left something behind. You left the key and everything. You just walked away. This could be, you know, it could be about having to retreat, having to regroup, going on vacation, just emotionally being so far apart from an issue that it just feels, you know, like sometimes you can emotionally really detach from things. They actually, I'm pretty sure that there's more information about that in shamanism with soul retrieval. Talking about the fragments of ourselves that we so emotionally detach from that we have to sometimes get a professional or shaman to do some earth magic and get that part of our soul back so we can heal it. That's an interesting message coming out for you. 6 of Swords. 7 of Pentacles is the issue, and it's in the good position. I really like that. Let me pull that up there to show you. Yeah, I really like that position. She is enjoying what she has. She's enjoying what she has. It's an enlightenment to the tone of no matter where you are, you can find this peace inside you at all times. No matter what is present for you, no matter what situation, you can always choose the peace. You don't have to let something else have control over how you feel. Whew. Okay, well, that's good, but it's good, but like I said, it's an adventure is going to have its ups and downs. It's not all going to be up. There would be no contrast to anything if everything was always climbing. If you never failed, what would you learn from? Really, in this place, what would you learn from? So mistakes help us learn from things. There is a point where we can become so detached, though, from emotions that, like I said, feels like a part of your soul has broken off into a soul fragment. And that's just some deep stuff. I don't know what you're talking about, Leo. What are you talking about? Some deep stuff. Soul retrieval. Maybe you're going into some kind of shamanic stuff, some shamanic training, or maybe you're studying it. I don't know. Maybe you should. Justice here is the present issue. Queen of Swords is in reverse. I'm feeling like not only are we emotionally detached from something, we're also indecisive. Very indecisive. Okay, well, we're waiting for ourselves to thaw out. There's something particularly, I think, hard that we've gone through, and there is this time of thawing out. We have 6-6. You need to keep your thoughts positive and balance more towards the positive side. Just don't give extra thought to other things. This Hierophant here is in the reverse, and it's coming across to me as like harsh external control and maybe some old traditional things that, like, maybe things are going to change. Maybe things are just ridiculous right now with this external control on you. I don't know. It's a 5. It can be about switching out commitments too. Maybe ending a commitment. I don't know. I don't know. I also feel like there's something corrupt in this. There's some kind of farce. 7 of Pentacles. Taurus. There's some kind of farce or something comical. The 6 of Swords here is, it is the boat that it just feels like this situation is really old, right? Like, look at the swords, the comparison of the swords. You can see that, right? Yeah. The comparison of the swords there. And then, you know, if something's left on the beach too long, when the tide goes down, it goes down. So the rust can come kind of quick, but the chips would take a little while to happen in the sword. So this is an old thing. This is something where you have invested. And on the table are choices and consequences, which might be what we're dealing with this external control in institutions with the Hierophant. Can be that. So especially with justice coming up here too. But that is some kind of truth that's going to be found. 6 of Wands is a victory. 6 of Wands is a victory. It is a public recognition, acclaim, kind of notoriety for doing something really great or grand, and it's for everybody. It's like it's you know, happiness all around, celebration everywhere you go. That's good. Now might be Leo energy. This could be Aquarius energy. This could be a Libra energy. Page of Swords here is the future energy, and that is getting more information, maybe doing your own investigating. Might be dealing with a child, Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. What are we indecisive about? What are we indecisive about? King of Pentacles in the reverse. Taurus energy, or a energy about how we want to invest things or how we want to place our money within a family structure, big big structure. That's not going to be everybody, but it might have to do with business and finances. And what we're going to do about a business decision. You have 10-10 clearly in your reading right here, 10-10. And I think that that's a message that everything is going to work out. Have patience. Sometimes we have to fall before we get something the right way. You know, ultimately, don't be afraid of the pain, because there's some kind of pain that is so old now that it's time to let it go. It's time to let it go. Sometimes we fall. Sometimes we fall when we're already hurt. And at that point, well, we regroup. And then we see, how do we get to the next milestone? And that's what we do with the Four of Wands. There is a feeling like there's a completion in some area here. There's a commitment to, or directed to something else that you're going towards. The sun here is this is a good sun, though. This is good. This is what you're thinking about. And I'll come back to the Ten of Swords, which is it's a good Ten of Swords. The sun is about enlightenment. With this information is enlightenment. The knowledge brings intelligence, and intelligence to something possibly brand new here. To get something brand new going. The Four of Wands is, like I said, it's like it might be highlighting the Four of Wands, somebody's ceremony or graduation or marriage or whatever get together it is celebrating. The Ten of Swords here is the reverse. It's coming out of a place. So it's not frozen solid, you know, completely done with. This is actually thawing out. And like I said again, the message of something has really had a lot of time is coming out. So something has really had a lot of time. You get the information that you need here, Leo, to be successful. There's definitely some things that we're mending or working on mending. Maybe family situations, maybe justice situations, maybe court, maybe something to do with the church. Tell us what the Ten of Wands is about here. Magician. Ultimately, if the Magician is coming out, and it's like with the sun too, the way that it came out, then this is your manifestation. You can only do so much. You put in as much hard work as you could into something, and then we manifest a completion. How do we get rid of this Three of Swords? How do we, and it's by facing it. It's by facing it and the energy, experiencing that energy. Page of Swords energy. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, child sign, possibly it's the information again. So it is information needed to heal a situation, possibly to do with the family member here with the Page of Swords. And I think that that pretty much explains your reading. It was a good reading. I'm going to pull one of these angel message reading cards. I think it's the guardian angel message. It's a good reading. Good reading here, Leo. You get the information you need. It's not been easy, but you do get the information that you need. $29. So yeah, you need some solitude. You need some time out, patience, and definitely have time to meditate, to talk with your higher self. And your higher, to align with spirit and get messages downloaded to you. So we need solitude to think, and we need solitude to relax. It is that place where you can be at all times, anything that you need to be. Feel anything that you need to in that space. That's where you can find peace. 12, Angel of Faith. That was 29, by the way. Which is 11, which then is 12, so you're ascending. Angel of Faith. Have faith that everything's going to work out. Even though, like I said, you may be a little indecisive right now. And there might be a rebirth just occurring after a very difficult time. Very emotional. Maybe that's why we tried to detach, is because it was just so hard. So have faith that everything is going to turn out just fine. Because it will. And that's what I got for you, Leos. Thank you. Sending you love and light. Bye-bye.